All right. Look, there's some stuff going on with The Witcher, and I think it's good. In fact, I think if you'd watch The Witcher, you'd like it. It's new. It's pretty awesome, like universe and world and all that stuff. But you see reviews like this popping up everywhere. The Witcher is nakedly terrible. I don't know where this is coming from, but let's take a quick look because I want to show you all this real fast. So anyway, it goes into what different people think about the movie. So poor, beefy Gestarz's Geralt find himself saddled with a flowing, distracting mane of flaxen locks. So they're saying his hair, which is literally the hair of the main character, like in the novels and in the video game, the hair is definitely the brightest thing about the episode. And here it is if you haven't seen his hair. It's so dumb because they go in, they say they didn't watch a few of the episodes, they never want to see it again, and it really sucks, right? Well, let's see what they said about Game of Thrones. I do think there's room for mature content, fantasy romp in our post-Game of Thrones universe, but eternal exposition runs along a 10 ear for dialogue. Just ridiculous, because if you jump over here, let's just go to Twitter. Let's just start there. There is no show better right now than The Witcher. Changed my mind. I agree. I need to watch The Witcher right now, but I got work tomorrow and I'm tired. Literally, that's where people are at. Marketing team, let's alienate 2/3 of our audience. Great idea, let's do it. Me, well, I guess it's back to Netflix. The Witcher, well, NFL marketing team, I guess. Whoever made The Witcher show has posted cringe. Preciso logo, okay, that's not English. I'm trying to only show English. See if you look here, language English. So back to The Witcher. I mean, if you look, Twitter is basically good. Everybody is happy for it. Now, where did this all go wrong? Well, we need to go to Rotten Tomatoes. Witcher, Rotten Tomatoes. So, look at this. We've got, and it's not gonna, okay. The Witcher. Here we go. Sorry, but let's go. There it is. Now, we've got 58% from the critics and 90% from the audience, right? Now, why? What's up with the critics? But here's the other thing. If you go to the top critics, it's literally 33% for the top critics. Trust me, it is. I just looked, even if it's not showing. Given the complexity of The Witcher's world, probably best that the show's actual introduction is very simple. Yeah, this is some high school level Dungeons and Dragons roleplay. Really? Cavill plays the title role of The Witcher, but giving a pulse to this dreary medieval fantasy series is too much of a job. What is that? What now? He's barely even in the first three episodes. He's in the first episode. Second and third episode, he's not in it that much. But who was that character? Which group did they belong to? What timeline are we in? The Whirlwind explained backstory turns it. But that's how they meant for it to be. It worked. I've only played The Witcher 3 video game, and I didn't even beat it. I just got a couple hours into it, and I don't know what happened, but I stopped playing, and I've not read the novels, so I could watch it, not knowing anything more than this dude hunts monsters. That's all I know. He hunts really big, like crazy, like medieval kind of monsters, you know, from demons, like goat-type monsters, elves, dwarves are in there, but he doesn't hunt them, and a lot of times he finds out that the battle between the humans can be even worse than the monsters that he's hunting that literally are pure evil, right? Premise behind it, right? My destiny is to never watch the Bore Fest again. It wasn't boring, though. Here's my deal. Even if you look at it from, like, I have no clue what's going on. What's a Witcher? What is all this? I think it's great. Batshit energy driving a slew of increasingly odd choices makes for an entertaining spectacle. I don't know what the odd choices are, though. You know, we don't have to have somebody literally telling us every little detail about what's going on. There should be some imagination. There should be, like, wondering what's up. And that's how I took it. I'm, like, wondering, like, what is going on? But those little pieces of information that they threw me worked really well. The batshit energy driving a slew of increasingly odd choices makes for a pretty entertaining spectacle. Will you like The Witcher if you're a curious neophyte? Maybe, but you have to be patient with it, and that's not your job. The outsized amusements may not be worth the convoluted buildup. Literally, I think there's something else behind this. Now, here's the deal. There is a lot of prejudice and racism in The Witcher. Not in the context of our world, but in the context of theirs. Like, there is a dwarf helping humans that are exiled in this area, and then there's like elves, I believe, or it could be other humans coming in to kill them. And the dwarf, everybody looks at the dwarf and they say, they're like, we don't want to touch the thing the dwarf gave us. And she said, no, he's one of the clean ones. And everybody's like, and they seem like they're kind of relieved, but still skeptical of the dwarf. So you're like, whoa, most shows don't put that stuff in here anymore. But it even goes further than that if you actually watch and pay attention, because that's the truth of the story. People are very superstitious back then. And then take medieval times of now and combine magic and monsters to it. In our world, people would be even more superstitious and crazy like that, right? So it makes sense. And the way they do it isn't really bad or anything, but all the critics, it's not much better if you take a look here. So what went wrong, man? What's going on with The Witcher to make this disconnect happen? Because I try to show you Rotten Tomatoes or websites where the critical analysis is a huge disconnect from the audience analysis. It's effing awesome. If you read a book, play the games, you know everything and what's happening on the screen. Very good series. Superb casting choices. Amazing season 1. They already have approved the season 2, by the way. Even though the critics are pushing against it, they've already approved season 2. And you remember, Game of Thrones there were some controversies in Game of Thrones too, right? I love The Hobbit, Sword of Truth. Sadly, though, I didn't like or even understand it. If you're the type of person that needs everything explained to you, you're not going to like it. But if you do have an imagination, you're going to love it. Halfway through the first episode, my reaction was disbelief that the show could be so bad. Emma Appleton did a terrific job as Renfrey, and their fight scenes were really freaking good. Brilliant show, hands down. Stay true to the books and games. Most faithful to the books with a few questionable casting decisions. This truly is the Witcher series I envisioned. And I don't even know much about The Witcher. I'm just glad that they did it in such a crazy, gory, kind of like sexual, kind of weird way, because it rivals Game of Thrones, right? It definitely does. So anyway, that's what I'm trying to say. Now, I've went and looked at YouTube, and I can find other people like Jeremy from The Quartering is saying some stuff like, yeah, bro, The Witcher is, the critics are admitting to skipping episodes, but then giving it a bad review and stuff like that, right? So, which I think is a great point to show, but I can't still figure out why. I think we'll eventually know. Good news, though. Because of all of this, CD Projekt Red is signing a new licensing deal for the Witcher IP, not only for games, but they want to put out novels, comic books, and other types of IP using the IP. They want other types of merchandise or whatever you call it, entertainment using the IP, which means good things. And The Witcher is already cleared for a season 2. Already renewed by Netflix due to the reaction of the fans and everybody else, as reported by GameStop. That tells me it's doing really well on its second or third day. Got me? Listen, I do think The Witcher is going to be the next Game of Thrones, but I do think it'll be up against the Lord of the Rings TV series for that title. Now, who's going to grab it? Who's going to get it? Maybe will Lord of the Rings suck? Will The Witcher start to suck? Will everybody lose faith? It's happened before, right? We'll never know, but at least for now, give it a watch. It's really good. Let's move on. Did I forget to show you guys this weird freaking giant squid? It's like a huge giant squid with elbows. I don't remember if I recorded it in the beginning of the last recording I did or not, but it's a giant squid with elbows. This thing is huge. It's like 2 stories tall. It scares me now. Thanks, Joe Rogan, for showing me this, because now I'm terrified. I am ultimately flippin' terrified. Now, screw The Witcher, because let's just say you're not going to watch The Witcher. I don't want to watch it, UNIRock. Well, I'm going to hook you up with something else that will keep you entertained and not as bored. If maybe you do watch The Witcher and you're like, it was too short, or you just want something else to watch or you don't like it anyway whatsoever. 2 seasons of Castlevania are up on Netflix, and they are freaking awesome. Now, the weird thing here is that the critics actually agree with the audience, which I find strange. I can't believe it. When you watch Castlevania, it's got this Catholic kind of religious yet hell infesting, you know, the world kind of feel to it. And it's got the Belmonts, and one of the Belmonts is back, and he's going to help people. And like Dracula's pissed off because he was in love with a woman, but then the church killed the woman because she was fornicating with Dracula. So he goes completely psycho to go in and wants to destroy humanity now and unleashes literally the gates of hell upon humanity because they killed his love affair. So anyway, it's a great sound like freaking Tony the Tiger, don't I? Freaking great thing here. Now here we go. I hadn't seen it, and some of you are going to say, Uni, you're behind on this. Why won't it let me look at the damn reviews? I don't like you, Rotten Tomatoes. You suck. It won't let me click it. Anyway, I was going to show you the reviews for it. It doesn't matter. So if there are a couple things, and if you're bored and there's some things you want to get done, maybe I've just helped you out. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comments. Hit the like button. And if you want to share it, share away. If not, it's all good. Thanks for watching over here on my review channel, where I just like dumping my thoughts about these TV shows, these movies, these other things that are coming out. Maybe help some people find some good stuff to watch. UNIRock out. Peace. Thank you guys. Hit it. I'll be back.